What's up, guys? Karan here at Top Choice Gaming, back on Slim YGL's channel, and who are we here with?
Eder Sotelo.
And he just top 4'd our case tournament. And what did you play?
I played P.U.N.K.
Okay, why did you pick that deck out of all the decks?
So when POTE came out, I saw everybody online was playing. They tried it, and everybody was like, "No, it's not worth playing. We'll just play Splight, or we'll play the TR Element deck." But I actually never put this deck away. I thought it was actually really good, and I thought it was the most fun deck in the format.
Okay, cool. Before we start, do you have any shoutouts?
Yeah, shout out to the shop, TCG. As far as play goes, it's probably it's probably the best locals as far as pricing and play goes. But specifically play, I don't think that there's a local here in SoCal with better players here. You know, we've had regionals where Top Cut is full of half of our local player base. Yeah. On multiple occasions, yeah. So we'll end that debate there. But other than that, we can get into it.
Alrighty, let's get into it.
So I played 3 of the best hand trap in the game. This card's crazy.
That card is crazy. That card ends turns.
I mean, like, it ends turns, and then on your turn, you have so many ways to make it live. You have, like, Ogre Dance, Foxy Tunes, so, like, you make Pepega. Whatever you want to make off of it, this card's crazy. This card will never not be good, I think. I don't know if there's been a format since it came out where it wasn't really played. This card, people don't like as much because it's bad against TR Element, but I think if you hit this and you pair it with any other hand trap against Spite, and you hit the Gigantic, it's kind of a turn ender. And then generic kind of Veiler, but you also need to play 6 of them if you're going to play the Nibiru, because this card by itself is pretty bad. But when you pair it with either of these 6 or with Gamma, the 9, that card is probably the most impactful. Like I said, we played P.U.N.K, so 3 Almond is mandatory, 1 of the Wagon. This card's not new, but it came out in Green Creators, nobody played it. But it searches a spell, this one searches a trap, and as we all know, this one makes the fusion. This for 3 Foxy, 3 Ogre might not be standard, but I want to see like 3 hand traps and 1. This is a 1-card starter. 3 Deer Note is probably also not standard, but I need as many P.U.N.K monsters as possible. This is a new card, so this card makes this deck over the top, right? Your full combo, you pay 3K, but this lets you draw twice. So
kind of mitigates it.
Yeah, it mitigates the damage. It doesn't really matter. Also, you draw once on your opponent's turn, so you drew 3 cards and plus like 8. So this card also special summons by banishing for cost from the grave. If you know they have like a called by and you already have one in the grave, you can banish it for cost and summon it from hand instead. I played 1 of the pop and 2 of the imperm. So this deck, there are times where you won't end on a negate board, but you'll have some sort of interruption, like a Chenying or something, and you'll have these that you search, so you just have way too much. To round out the monsters, we played the Gizmek package. Shinobi Necro is very good. You don't even really need it, but it's too good not to play. It's a 1-of, you never draw an M50. And the Gizmeks, this is like the best card in the deck. It makes the deck. It works for Bear and it works for the Chenying especially. It's like an alternative win con. Terra, I wanted to see the field spell as much as possible. Desires, because we already draw 2, might as well make it draw 4. We play 3 of every P.U.N.K, this is another reason. And then the best card in the deck is Italy.
And how many cards you play?
I played 50 even.
Okay, cool. Makes sense with Desires and Gizmek.
I wanted to try Cross Out. I actually hate Cross Out as a card, but I figure I'm playing literally every hand trap. I think that game 3, this makes my game 3 very, very strong. 3 Cosmic to hit any Floodgate or generic back road 8. I played 3 Crow because this is like the easiest swap out in the tier dip matchup. I take out the Ogres, I put in the Crows just to make that matchup a little better. And the reason to play this deck is it lets you going first play some Floodgates. So I play the 3 anti-spell and 3 there can. If you flip either of these alongside either the imperm or the pop, regardless of your board, it's probably game from there. And we can play under there, can be very well. For the extra, just generic health. Lambda is very strong. A lot of times you'll open Gamma and you won't have to use it because you have other hand traps or something, or you mill it off a Chaos Ruler, you can make this and make it live. Selene, Dark, and Access Code, just a simple package. Zombie Vampire is actually not necessary. I probably made it once today, if that. I actually can't remember making it. So this could be anything you want, but I also do think it's worth playing. There are times where maybe you don't know what exactly to end on. This makes it so you get to see your opponent, what your opponent's playing. The best card, in my opinion. This card in the trap matchup can bounce 4 if you have an ogre in the grave. If you don't have an ogre, it still bounces 3. It also has an effect to revive, so it's also follow-up. And this one searches either ogre, or in the full combo you can search the Madam Spider and get the last draw or the last search. It also can search ogre, which everyone knows. This is the fusion. This is like the battle. This is like the prank kid. Yeah, this is so crazy. Formula draws you 1 and then lets you go into either of these on your opponent's turn, whichever one you didn't end on. This card needs to go. This card can't be. I think this card is.
I can't believe that card's at 3. I literally can't believe that card's at 3.
This should probably go. I think this card is so degenerate. And then this card is an alternate win condition. This deck is all about alternate win conditions. This is another win condition. This can be a win condition on your opponent's turn. So as many win conditions as I can play, I'd like to.
Alrighty.
That's the deck.
Well, thank you for the deck profile. Congrats on your top 4, and hopefully we'll see you with more spice. Before we leave, though, did you have any changes you want to make in the future?
I actually don't. I think the list is actually perfect. I think the deck is really good.
Okay, sounds good. Alrighty. Well, thank you for the deck profile. Take care.
Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and a special thanks to all my patrons. It's because of you, after all these years, I'm still able to make this type of content. Hopefully you guys will check out some of the videos that are suggested here for you, and just remember, you guys, it's not just a game, it's a lifestyle. Thanks for watching.